Okay, this is Weather Outlook. This is your update for Monday, September 15th. That coastal feature I've been talking about for the last week looks like it's going to happen. It's mostly going to affect Delaware, southern parts of Jersey, and southeastern Pennsylvania, but the cloud cover associated with that will keep temperatures down for most of PA, Jersey, and Delaware from heating up. And once this gets out of here, we have a few days of some nice weather. I'm putting this together about 1 o'clock Monday afternoon. You can see temperatures aren't too bad. Basically, everybody's in the 70s. The I-95 corridor, of course, is a few degrees warmer, so they're around 80. Pittsburgh also around 80 degrees. But I want to show you how everything is moving east to west instead of west to east, and that's because of the circulation around that storm. It's bringing the air off of the Atlantic, which kind of keeps things kind of chilly. Now, this takes you to tomorrow morning, and you can see, you know, 50s in the center of the state, even out towards Erie and all. Erie's got the temperatures off the lakes right now are in the 60s, so they're around 60 degrees. Pittsburgh, always a little bit warmer at 61, and then you got to go towards southeastern PA, Jersey, and Delaware, where temperatures are basically right around 60 or a little bit above, and that has to do with clouds interacting to keep the temperatures at that point. And so on Tuesday afternoon, your temperatures are basically upper 60s to lower 70s, not the 80s that we were thinking. And you can't blame people for jumping on the bandwagon thinking it was going to be a heat wave because you really can't tell that there was going to be a storm off the coast there unless you really, really did your homework. And then you would know that, well, it's going to affect because it's going to make the winds come out of the east and not out of the south. So that would keep the temperatures down. So there's your afternoon temperatures on Tuesday. Now, this is how you can tell what's going to happen. You can see where the temperatures in south or southeastern PA, Jersey and Delaware are still in the 60s. You look up in the Poconos, you got some 40s up there, even up towards Towanda, that way 40s, and the rest of the state's basically mid to upper 50s, with a couple places still around 60 degrees. But warm air is all the way down in here, and the reason it's down there is because you got cloud cover, so that's not helping. And you can still see there are some scattered showers now in Pennsylvania Wednesday morning. I'll back this up, and you can see, it's kind of building, and it's to the south. It's in Delaware and South Jersey, so if you're going to Cape May, not a good day, a couple days to be down there. This gets you to Wednesday in the afternoon hours, and you can see it's beginning to work its way north. And I'm bringing this map up just to show you that there is a centered part of the storm where it's calm, which would be like an eye. But again, I don't know if they're going to name this or not, but this is Monday evening, and you can see where it's off of Cape Hatteras, out from Wilmington down there, Cape Fear. And there's some strong winds, 40-mile-an-hour plus winds on the Cape out down there. But yeah, just wanted to show you that there is an eye. Now, these are wind gusts, and you can see that Delaware and New Jersey, even down by Philly, wind gusts are mid 20s right now, Monday night. Now, as this thing continues to go north, it does the eye kind of falls apart, of course, over land. This is Tuesday morning, and basically the wind gusts are pretty much the same in Delaware and New Jersey. Maybe extreme southern Delaware wind gusts are getting into the 30s. Now I'm showing you this. This is something different. The white areas are basically your cloud cover. The numbers that you see, like 90s over Pennsylvania, you see 4 out by Pittsburgh, 8 up in the Poconos, and then down as you go further towards Philly, you see 99. That's the percentage of cloud cover. Okay, so this is something new that I've got, and so you can see pretty much how it rotates and where the clouds are at. And this would be early on Tuesday morning, and you can see where the clouds are working their way around. And again, it's mostly east. It kind of dies out. You get clear weather out by Pittsburgh around midnight on Tuesday night into Wednesday, yet pretty heavy cloud cover for Delaware, Jersey, southeastern Pennsylvania. So I just wanted to show you that one and give you an idea where the clouds are at. And that does, again, control your temperatures, the cloud cover. And if we look at under the cloud cover, you can see where the air stays a little bit warmer, it doesn't have a chance to evaporate and you don't get that atmospheric cooling. And you can see, but if you go into Pennsylvania, central, northern Pennsylvania, you can see with temperatures drop into the 50s because basically it cleared out a little bit and you were able to get that radiational cooling. Now, this way you can see pretty much Pennsylvania. It's very light rain down in the southeast and south central. Down by Delaware, an inch, maybe a little bit more. I think this moves a little further north than it shows. So maybe you would add maybe 40 miles north on this map here to see your total. So that might bring some heavier rain in the south, in Delaware and also South Jersey. And it would move some of these totals like showers and stuff up towards the Poconos, and it would move Allentown, Reading, and stuff like that. A couple of tenths of. So this is a small system affecting a small area. If you look down towards below DC and down, and you can see with the rain down there, there could be some areas down there that get 4 or 5 inches of rain. But again, it's magnified to a small area. Now, if you go through the weeklies, you can see there's going to be multiple systems off the coast, and it throws some rain in, some frontal systems in. And this map here takes you to the end of the month. This is total rain between now and the end of the month. And I know Pennsylvania kind of needs some rain, so there is a fairly good chance if this works out that we can get a few inches of rain in PA. And a little bit of Jersey and Delaware, of course, from this rain, but a pretty good hefty amounts of rain across PA between now and the end of the month. And again, we kind of need it. And if we watch the temperature change as we go through the rest of the month, this is about where we're at now. You'll see it begins to turn more orange in Pennsylvania as we get into next week, which means temperatures are above normal, and the darker colors means a fairly decent amount of warm air comes in. And as you can see there, Pennsylvania's half lighter color orange, and the western half is a little deeper orange, and then it moves away. But we kind of just stay in that normal to above normal temperatures until we get into, um, this is say the first full week, the 2nd through the 9th of October, where a little bit of cold air is going to break off and come back down. But in Pennsylvania, it kind of just stays normal. That air goes south. So you can see Pennsylvania, for the most part, um, is warm. This takes you to around the middle of October. Got a warm patch of air up here. Rest of eastern United States and southeastern United States is is warm. And again, it's the way it should be. The western part of the country is cold because when it's cold here, it's warm on the east side. When it's warm out here, it's cold on this side. So that's what we've got going. And if we just kind of slide this through the rest of the month, you'll see it'll start to make a transition, and you'll see this cold air up here begin to come down around the 20th of October. It'll start to come down, and eventually it'll work its way to the east as we get into November, and that's kind of what I thought was going to happen. All right, everybody take care, be safe, and I'll see you tomorrow.